The book is called Biohack Like a Woman, and I'll walk you through all the chapters. The book starts with this beautiful quote that goes like this. The first chapter is why an overwhelmed woman doesn't biohack, because we feel like we need to get everything right and it's expensive, and that's couldn't be any further from the truth. I basically decided to divide the biohacking into 4 levels. So you'll see in the book that I call it the 4 levels. The first level is the timing of your food. You just change the timing. Then we learn what to eat and what not to eat. Then we embracing our cycle, so we learn how to live according to our cycle. Level 4 is live like a biohacker. And there is a framework I called Clean Body Framework, and that's basically how to detoxify your body. Clean care, love your liver, eliminate through exercise, adaptogens and supplements, nutrition and fasting, breathwork, oil pulling, and detoxifying your digestive tract daily. Next chapter is how to embrace your cycle. Then we talk about fitness and training and how the energy will be. And then I talk about sleep, how important sleep is, and how to actually biohack your sleep, because we know sleep is important, but most people don't have time to sleep really well, and that is not a good idea. So I share with you the biggest biohacks when it comes to sleep, and then we're talking about stress. I talk about meditation and play and having fun and breath work and self-pleasure, actually. Hi, my name is Aggie, and this is Biohacking Bestie. The one-stop shop for a modern queen, where you can find biohacking courses, self-growth courses, and where you can find the most incredible community of women, so you can hit all of your biohacking goals and beyond. Welcome to another episode of Biohacking Bestie, and today my special guest will be myself. Yes, I decided to invite myself to my own podcast because, hey, 2024 is all about just like putting yourself first and self-love and self-care. Jokes aside, my book is coming out next week, so I wanted to chat to you about the book, kind of help you understand what's so great about it, what is inside, and why this is going to be the best investment for you in 2024. The book is called Biohack Like a Woman, and it's based on my experience of working with 20,000 women and helping them to biohack, and just realizing that we need to biohack very differently than men. Yet there isn't a ton of information when it comes to how to biohack like a woman. There's a lot of incredible men in the space, and I do say in the book that it does feel a little bit like golf, but I'm not saying it from like an angry place of like, oh, it's like golf, it's full of rich white men. It's like, it's the reality, because it can get very expensive. So time to change it, time to bring feminine energy into biohack and get more women to biohack. And so the way I'm going to do it is actually by sharing with you all the biohacks that I know that have worked for me and thousands of women, as well as making sure that they're all free. So every single advice in the book is free. If you want to spend thousands of dollars on biohacking, go for it. I'm a great shopping buddy, would love for you to come. But that's not the point of the book. The point of the book is to make sure that everything is free, and I'll walk you through all the chapters. And the book starts with this beautiful quote that goes like this. I learned to be a woman by how the world raised me. Be silent, it said, so I spoke. Be weak, it whispered, so I grew. Sit down, it said, so I stood. What it means to be a woman is to be told to be nothing and become everything. And that's just kind of like part of how I see biohacking, is just like stepping into our power, rebelling against the mainstream, and just really feeling great in our bodies and thriving. So the foreword has been written by Dave Asprey, which is incredible. The advanced praise has been written by Jim Quick, Ricky Lake, Dr. Daniel Amen, Sean Wells, and Emily Fletcher. Like, these are incredible people to just write, forward to. So that's amazing. The first chapter is all about what biohacking is, and why an overwhelmed woman doesn't biohack, because we feel like we need to get everything right and it's expensive, and that's couldn't be any further from the truth. And then I basically decided to divide the biohacking into 4 levels. A little bit like the Mario game. So you'll see in the book that I call it the 4 levels. The first level is the timing of your food. So you're not changing anything about your diet. You just change the timing. So the timing would be eating food in the right order, making sure that you practice microfasts, as well as fasting circadian rhythm. So at least having 12 hours between your dinner and your breakfast. Then we learn what to eat and what not to eat. Then we embracing our cycle. So we learn how to live according to our cycle, how to work out according to your cycle, how to fast according to your cycle. And level 4, it's live like a biohacker. One of the big things that I always mention as well is that you want to make sure that you learn how to be a bioslacker. So someone who doesn't take everything always so seriously and just takes it really easy and just kind of like understand that we're here to have fun. And if it doesn't feel like fun and it feels like pain, then it's probably not biohacking. And that's the case. So 3 rules when it comes to the timing of your food is you're going to eat the food in the right order, right? So you're going to start with fiber, then you're going to have fats and protein, and then you're going to have carbs and sugar. Then we're going to condense everything we're eating to 3 meals. We're not going to be grazing through the entire day like I used to. A latte, 5 nuts, bite of this, bite of that. No, just 3 meals, and limit your eating window, which is basically at least 12 hours between dinner. There's some of these beautiful illustrations in the book, which if you're listening to this as a podcast, you can't see, but I would highly encourage everyone to subscribe to my YouTube, because, you know, I feel like it's way better when we get to see each other, and it's just so much more real and so much better. Then, as you can see, we're heading to other glucose hacks, which is like eating vegetable first, adding fiber, stopping to count calories, you know, what the beautiful perks of apple cider vinegar, always starting your day with savory breakfast, all of these important things that have helped me lose so much weight. We then move to what to eat and what not to eat, right? So focusing on protein-centered diet, really good quality, feeding the gut, slow cooking, chewing calories, and eating when relaxed, right? So when we're eating when stressed, the food's not going to land very well, right? So I am a big fan of digestive enzymes. It's like a big biohack for me and for a lot of my students, because if you're not really digesting all the food that you're eating, this is actually really dangerous, especially when it comes to protein, because it can get toxic in your body. So we're mentioning that. Then we talk about what not to eat and about all the seed oils and the dirty dozen and the framework I called Clean Body Framework, and that's basically how to detoxify your body. Clean care, love your liver, eliminate through exercise, adaptogens and supplements, nutrition and fasting, breath work, oil pulling, and detoxifying your digestive tract daily. So how important is going to the bathroom is. Okay, that's the main takeaways. And then next chapter is how to embrace your cycle. And you might find it weird, but if you are watching this on video, you can see that I highlight a lot of these things in the book, because I just like to know myself, and I share how to manage, you know, what's actually the difference between estrogen and progesterone, etc., etc. What is infradian rhythm? You see how different infradian rhythm is for women as it is for men, and how beautiful it is to understand what's going on with each part of the cycle. I'm going to leave that part for you to see. Then we talk about fitness and training and how the energy will be. And then I talk about sleep, how important sleep is, and how to actually biohack your sleep, because we know sleep is important, but most people don't have time to sleep really well, right? And that is not a good idea. So I share with you the biggest biohacks when it comes to sleep, and then we're talking about stress and how to get rid of stress, and how big part of stress is actually trauma. And I use this quote by Woody Allen, who said, "I never get angry, I just grow a tumor." And it's very true. The moment we hold something in and manifest as a disease, I talk about meditation and play and having fun and breath work and pleasure and self-pleasure, actually. And a fantastic book by Regina Tomenhauer, Pussy Reclamation. And at the end of each chapter, you get those key takeaways, which I think is super, super cool. And yeah, that's it. I think I walked you through the book. The book has 360 pages, which is a lot. And I think there's like the very basics of what biohacking is for a woman. And I think this book couldn't come at a better time. We're getting more and more ill as a society. And I think the healthier we get, the more energy we have to go after our dreams and make all the money that we need. Money. I'm like, yeah, because I work with women that are freaking amazing and they don't want to get rich to take over the world or be mean. They want to have a house for their families to raise their children and have a space to step into their feminine, and they often can't in their small apartments. So yes, women need more money, and I'm here to support them in that journey. So I hope this was helpful. Please message me on Instagram if you have any questions about the book. I'll answer them in the next upcoming podcast. Biohack Like a Woman comes out next week, actually this week. It's 14th, which is the Sunday, which is an odd day to release a book, but it is 14th. And yeah, I'm so excited for people to see it. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. Make sure you grab a copy while you can. It's 99 cents on pre-sale, which is massive and mad to have all of that knowledge for so cheap. So check it out. I love you so much, and let's biohack like a woman.